Dear Dharma friends, welcome to this episode of the podcast provided by the Buddhist Practice Incorporated of Australia. Today, we will continue our deep exploration of the 50 skandha diamonds, focusing on the section regarding the breaking of the skandha of mental formations, volitions, karma formations. 1. The sphere of the skandha of mental formations and the rise of external paths. 1. The sphere of the skandha of mental formations. After the skandha of mental formations is exhausted, the practitioner enters the phase of breaking the sphere of the skandha of mental formations. The skandha of mental formations is described as like a wild horse, glittering and unsettling in its purity, which is the general mechanism of the 6 roots against the 6 dusts, and a critical stage in cultivation. 2. The state of exhaustion. When this wild nature disappears, one returns to the original, pure self-nature. Like waves subside, transforming into clear water. This means the residual habits of the root consciousnesses have clarified. When the skandha of mental formations is exhausted, the practitioner can transcend the turbidity of sentient beings and observe the subtle, hidden, delusive thoughts, recognizing them as their root. 3. The rise of external paths. In the sphere of the skandha of mental formations, even if the celestial maras cannot take advantage, the practitioner may still fall into external paths because they only observe a part of the phenomena and draw conclusions based on this, thereby losing correct universal knowledge. When they deeply investigate the root of sentient beings, they generate erroneous reckoning within the perfect self-nature, which leads to diluting the bodhi nature and causes them to become externalists attached to the Dharma. 2. The 10 externalist doctrines. These 10 externalist doctrines all arise because the practitioner, having transcended the skandha of mental formations and residing in the sphere of the skandha of mental formations, generates erroneous reckoning concerning the phenomena they witness or realize. Number 1. The first externalist doctrine of no cause. The practitioner sees the transmigration of sentient beings within 80,000 kalpas but cannot see beyond that limit. They mistakenly conclude that sentient beings and all things in the world arise naturally without cause. 2. The second externalist, doctrine of perfect permanence. The practitioner, having exhausted the skandha of mental formations, observes the constant and permanent nature of the mind state, the 4 elements, the 6 roots, the manas consciousness, and the root of the mind consciousness. Or, seeing the physical cessation of transmigration as not arising and not ceasing, they mistakenly conclude that these are perfectly permanent. 3. The third externalist, doctrine of partial permanence. The practitioner observes that their wonderful bright mind pervades the 10 directions, clear and unmoving, and considers their self to be permanent. Or they see places where the kalpa is destroyed as impermanent, and places where the kalpa is not destroyed as permanent. Or they regard their mind nature as unchanging and thus permanent, while the birth and death of sentient beings are impermanent. They may even reckon the continuous flow of the skandha of mental formations itself as the permanent nature. This is confusing the totality of the self-nature with the locality of phenomena, believing one part is permanent and one part is impermanent. 4. The fourth externalist, doctrine of 4 boundaries. 5. The fifth externalist, doctrine of undying wrangling and pervasive falsity, engaging in pervasive reckoning and false argumentation, which is meaningless. 6. The sixth externalist, doctrine of having form after death, a confused theory that there is form after death. Number 7. The seventh externalist, doctrine of having no form after death, a confused theory that there is no form after death. 8. The eighth externalist, doctrine of neither having nor not having form after death, believing that after death things are neither with nor without form, and nothing can be absolute or definite. 9. The ninth externalist, doctrine of annihilation after death, an erroneous conclusion resulting from the failure to observe that the karmic seeds in the 8th consciousness field, alaya, have not yet fully ripened or been cleared. 10. The 10th externalist doctrine of 5 present nirvanas. The practitioner experiences various kinds of pleasure in the desire realm or the 4 dhyana heavens and mistakenly believes these temporary pleasures are nirvana. 3. Conclusion. Proper knowledge and proper views hold a core position in cultivation. The sutra cautions the Buddha's disciples to pass on the Tathagata's words to the Dharma-ending age, enabling sentient beings to realize these meanings, eliminate wicked views, and awaken to the true meaning, so that on the unsurpassed path, they do not encounter side paths and forks and avoid getting little and being satisfied. This means that only by achieving the Buddha's perfect wisdom can one truly make the final determination. Thank you all for listening.